Time now for the voice of the land on the Big Play Network with your hosts, Kevin Arnold and Always Positive Jay.
There was really no football today. If you call flag football and the Pro Bowl football and that's what you wanted to watch, you bet on it because now, of course, sports gambling is legal in Ohio. You were watching it because you gambled on it or you were looking at prop bets, whatever it may be. If you want to call that football, fine. To each their own. Not going to tell you you're wrong. Just going to tell you, to me, that's not football, and I have no need to watch it. There was no football today. And who makes news? The Cleveland Browns. Myles Garrett limps off the field at the Pro Bowl, dislocation of a toe, and X-rays were negative, as many reports have stated. Talking to our resident doctor before coming into the studio, that is, of course, my wife, Janet Fenstermaker. She is a doctor of physical therapy. She told me that's, they probably popped it back into place. He's going to be sore for a few weeks, maybe a little bit of therapy, but the physical freak that he is, I don't know that it'll interrupt too much of his offseason. It's just always
something, isn't it? It's always something. I just still can't believe this happened today. Like, I'm pretty sure it's a minor injury and it won't be anything, but why does it just feel like this is supposed to be our quiet time? We're just relaxed. Let's watch the Cavs and just kind of relax as a sports fan.
We're up by 20 the last check.
We got to be in some pointless joke of games that they should just announce, wow, you're a Pro Bowler, congratulations. You don't have to do anything. Maybe give them a big check and send them to Hawaii like they used to. But there needs to be no games. No one cares about the games. I heard it earlier this week on the radio, they put it perfectly. Dude, you have everyone, listening to the draft and watching the draft. Unlike any other, there's no other sport does it like that. And there's 3 days of nonstop coverage. Then you got the combine, nonstop coverage that we all watch. Then we have the free agent frenzies. We all watch that. Just let the Pro Bowl go, man. Just let it go. You don't have to have everything.
Well, they used to have the bye week, right? It used to just be the bye week, and it's funny because there's an old Simpsons episode where they get tickets to go to the Super Bowl. And they're joking, the sports commentators talking about the dreaded bye week that nobody enjoys, and all the B-roll footage is all the players just sunning themselves by the pool with the girls in the bikinis jumping in the pool. It's like, no one enjoys that, and it's like, now you got the Pro Bowl, and it's like, it was barely a football game when it was a football game. Now, the flag football stuff, I have no desire to watch it.
And it's still putting big-time players, in threat of injury. Now, again, dislocated toe, probably not the most egregious of injuries. We will talk to Tony Grossi from ESPN Cleveland coming up at 7:15 about this. We'll ask him what he's hearing.
The worst injuries are non-contact injuries usually.
Yes.
And that could happen doing anything. Yeah. Why are they putting these players at risk doing game? Dude, I'm a football holic. I watch not 1 second of any of this. Well, I didn't even know this happened until I came into the studio thinking, like you said, I had a total different show. We're going to have to change the subject. I'm like, well, what happened? And I should have just guessed it was Browns news. Because I'm telling you, don't make me believe that we are cursed. Please don't make me believe that we're cursed.
Well, and look at it this way. The NFL is relevant I'm pretty sure every month out of the calendar year. If you look at January, you have the wild card divisional playoffs, the conference championships, plus the Senior Bowl if you're really into the draft. Then you go to February, you have the big game. That's the lead up to it. It's the shortest month out of the year. And I think towards the end of the month, if not just right at the start of March, you have the combine. So now you get into March. March, what does that have? It has free agency, the new league year, free agency, people going elsewhere. In February, guys are also re-signing deals or getting franchise tag before free agency. So what you think is the free agency pool dwindles down. Go to April, the draft, the lead up to it, and then the draft. That's a huge thing. It's 3 days worth. May, rookie mini camp and OTAs, players coming together. June, you have your own mini camp, your entire team mini camp, the prelude to your summer vacation going to training camp. July, end of July, training camp. August, preseason. September.
Boom, you're back to football.
Back to football, and the cycle just keeps going. So the NFL is already relevant every month. You don't need the Pro Bowl to keep that going. Now, if you really want something done, the stuff like on Thursday night, yeah, it's goofy. You can consider it stupid. They still allow people to bet on it. But if you want to highlight why these players made or were named a Pro Bowler, you show off their athleticism with some of these things, and then let them have some fun, kind of blow off some steam right towards the end of the actual NFL season, the week next coming up. Okay, maybe, but I don't know. The Pro Bowl game is just gone by the wayside. It was cool to see Peyton Manning and Eli Manning kind of with their hijinks going through.
Here's what really messed it up. So you got the only thing that was a cool competition is that throwing competition with the quarterbacks, and none of the good quarterbacks were even in it.
Yeah.
Because you guys remember back in the day, they had the QB competition that they would have, and every major quarterback of that year was in it. There was all the stars, the longest throw, the target practice, and all that. Yeah, it just didn't have any of that hype at all.
I mean, most of the players don't go. The quarterbacks. Tyler Huntley was able to be a Pro Bowler.
Oh, my God.
Like, we didn't just drop into the reserves or alternates for the Pro Bowl. We dropped past the alternates for players to be there. Now, I know Huntley put on a bit of a throwing display, or that's what people led you to believe with the highlights they put up.
Well, look at who he was throwing against.
Nothing.
Nobody.
He's not throwing against anybody.
Anybody or anything. So, like...
It's I don't know.
It was terrible.
I
mean...
How many minutes did you watch of Pro Bowl action?
None. Not a second.
Peter?
None.
Okay. We're all on the same page.
So combined between three people, they got not 1 minute, and we run a sports show. Hello, NFL. It ain't working. No one cares. You're wasting your time. You're wasting your money. You're better off, I'd probably having like a Madden tournament with these players going against each other or something.
I'd watch
like
that.
esports.
Yeah.
I wouldn't watch that either, but at least you're not hurting each other.